Watching out for Slate. She was a little confused. Everybody in the backyard that's supposed to be here is here this morning. So that's good. I was so upset last night I never plugged Ruby back in.
Oh, but she's got plenty.
She's got 90 miles. Yeah, I should be able to make it in town and out okay. And then at 9 a.m. we can start charging her. And I don't need to leave until 11:25 a.m. for my chiropractor appointment. Right. So she'll have about an hour and a half to charge. Yeah. So, and then I'm not very far from the Cary supercharger if I decide I wanted to swing in. Right. We'll see how much mileage I have after an hour and a half and go from there. Or I can take Jules this afternoon. I just don't feel like taking Jules this morning. I'd rather be in my normal, not have to think about it car. Well, there's the girls. Slate just flew up the steps. I'm calling for Panther. That's a good boy, Stripe. Come on, away from the car. Good boy. Good boy. See you in a little bit. Good morning, Ruby. We're sitting at 47 degrees this morning. Traffic's moving along okay. I left the house with 90 miles of range. I'm at 74 right now. I really do have plenty to get back to the house. I normally wouldn't look at it at all, but I guess since I didn't charge, I am at least paying attention to it today, which I don't normally do. Other than, I guess, a cursory check in the morning that I left with what I thought I should be leaving with every morning. The sun's up now. We're at a whopping 47 degrees. I got Johnny dropped off on time. I feel so bad for him that he really can't afford to take a day off. I don't know that it would have been good for him to sit at the house anyway, but it's also kind of hard on him to have to, you know, keep up appearances and do his normal workload too. So neither is particularly good. I don't think either one of us got a lot of sleep. We started looking at pictures of mittens last night, the ones I pulled and put in today's video, and they made us pretty sad. This is definitely good memories, but sad for what we lost. So yeah, it's kind of chilly. I'm gonna have to motivate myself to want to be out there on the trail early this morning. Probably go home and put on a jacket. I don't think I'm gonna be warm enough, or I don't think I can muster up the 10 minutes to get warm enough to not need it today. So I think I'm just gonna have to grab one. And I do have my chiropractor's appointment, which I'm not really feeling like doing my normal thing today, but I'm gonna keep my appointment. And it's later than normal though, so I don't know that I would have had time to go to Guardian Angel anyway. Maybe, we'll see. Let's play that by ear. I guess it depends if I decide I need to run by the supercharger or not. If I do, then I definitely won't have time to go to Guardian Angel Apex. Anyway, I pulled over here at the Baptist church so I could walk around the car a couple times because I'm tired. And I needed to get some Kleenex out of the spare reserve so Johnny and I don't drive around yet one more trip without any tissues up front. I usually keep a spare box under the passenger seat. So, tissue box restocked. It's amazing how many days it can take to remember that I need to do that sometimes. And yeah, so that's where things are this morning. Alright, I got home with 36 miles to spare. Go ahead and plug Ruby in and at 9 a.m., which is like 25 minutes, I'll kick off charging. Don and I are both sufficiently bundled now. Are we ready for our first run to try to warm up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking so. Well, Donnie, it looks like they mowed down the trail yesterday. I didn't notice if they mowed all the way to Wagstaff. Sometimes they cheat. Or run out of time. That's it, right? They run out of time. But they did mow here. The exercise crew is here, and so is the lawn crew spreading some either grass seed or fertilizer, or maybe both. Don's fixing to get on his Tuesday morning 9:30 phone call. Don's back there on his conference call. It's leaving just a little bit too much time out here in the quiet for me to think about mittens. Of course, is he catching up? Yeah, if he's catching up, that might mean his conference call's done. That would be cool for both of us. He said it might be short this morning. The thing that's most going through my mind is that she spent the weekend by herself up there. But I told Johnny two things. Number one, it would have been an emergency and she wouldn't have even made it through the weekend probably if she had been home, because she hadn't eaten in several days and you know, fluids and such were sustaining her. And number two, all those people up there at the vet, they don't do that for money or glory or whatever. They do it because they really care about pets and people's pets and trying to help people and save dogs and kitties. And so I know that the staff that took care of her on the weekend petted her and checked on her and talked to her and did all of the things. And granted, she was still afraid, but she had a loving animal person caring for her those last couple of days. I wish the timing of the weekend and the timing of school would have been such that we could have visited with her one more time, but isn't that the way everybody feels with a loved one they've lost, right? I often think, you know, what would I say to my dad or grandma if I could talk, you know, visit with them one more time? So it's, you know, I think Johnny accepted that, and that's what I keep telling myself so I don't get too upset either, right? She had loving animal people with her the last 2 or 3 days, even if it wasn't me and Johnny, and, you know, we did as best as we could by her, but it's pretty tough today.
Okay, 5517, 2.67 miles, 5,226 steps, and the times per mile was 20 minutes 40 seconds per mile.
All right, well, we picked up a lot of trash again. Don says about 20 bins per each of us easily, picking over stuff, and Don had the call.
Yeah.
But I did still do my run, and I've got over 30 exercise minutes, so yay. And we promised, poor Don, his nose really is going to get better. He's about to stop treating the top of his head because he's treated it before and it didn't react very much. And when it doesn't react much, you can stop sooner than later. Right. But his first time he's treated his nose, and he's got to keep treating it. I think a couple more weeks, and then it'll take 2 to 4 weeks to really look more normal. But it's a good thing. It keeps him from getting like stuff frozen on his face, and that hurts too. So
well, as long as it doesn't break the skin. Then once if the skin gets broken or whatever, then you stop. But up until that point, it can get pretty ugly looking. Yeah, hurts. His glasses hurt his nose right now, so he's. The glasses is the whole problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Donnie.
Doesn't she look snazzy? Look at those boo pants.
Dressed with Halloween girl today, but you know what? After the first run, it's really hard to get out when it's cold. He's right. But after the first run,
she's got her.
We have to show the black cat shirt.
Yeah, black cat.
Shirt.
Yeah.
I can get the jacket off.
But
I'm actually very warm now. After the first run, we're good. The main thing I'm noticing is it's frustrating that I can't do this and just automatically read my watch. I'm having to push up my sleeve or whatever. I want to either haptic, where I can hear my heart rate is too low or too fast off my watch, or be able for it to mirror to a banner on my phone, because I have Pokemon Go up and I could see the banner, one of the two. So if you know of an app that'll help me get haptic feedback or get the watch numbers to mirror to the phone or something real time, I need real time, let me know, because I don't know what that would be. It's frustrating now that it's covered up by my long sleeves in the morning.
Yeah, now you got to show them the boo. The cattails make the word boo.
Okay.
See, they may not have got that. See,
Okay,
it says boo, the
yes.
cattails.
Walmart leggings,
Yeah.
and Guardian Angel shirt. I was complaining to Michelle that I never get to wear any short sleeve Halloween stuff, so I stopped buying it. I mean long sleeve Halloween stuff, so I stopped buying it. But now that we're out exercising early, it's different. I don't need anything long sleeve in Ruby, and in the afternoon when it's 70 I don't need long sleeves. But now that we're out walking, yeah, so I may go back on the if I see just the right long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
Come on, the rest of the way. He was up there behind the fence near the antique car. Those people have never been in. There's Marty. Those people have never caused any problems for the kitties, and really they originated from up in that direction. Not at that house, but that direction in the first place. But they had been staying closer to the house until it got cooler, and now they're up and they're moving because it's, you know, nicer out, just like all of us, right? So I'm just trying to keep him safe. I have about 30 minutes to pick back up on Hedwig. I'm at step 153. You can see I'm most of the way through the book. I don't know if I'll finish it or not, but I'm going to work on it until I have to leave for the chiropractor with a little help from my crazy cardboard cat. I can't have her on the counter blocking the camera and blocking my workspace, but I'm really good with her sitting beside me. The most difficult two pieces in the entire kit, they're reflective. They're the same part, but it's mirrored. So you got to be really careful you're getting the right one. And they did put them in separate bags, but of course, unless you know some Lego parts are like this, you might get confused. It's time for me to scoot to the chiropractor. The wings are now even, all the tail feathers. The next step appears to be the head, and I think that's pretty much the last part of him. I'm on 131 and it goes to like 143 or something like that pages, and it's obviously the head. Well, let's unplug Ruby and see where we're sitting on mileage. She should have put in 40 miles, maybe 45 at the most. It's going to be close if I should supercharge after my chiropractic appointment or not. She's sitting at 76. So since I got home this morning at 37 and I started with 90, like I said, it's really close. It's just really close. I'll think about it. See what I mean about my Encore azaleas flowering? I got out the fertilizer yesterday. Whenever it looks like we're going to get another rain shower, not too heavy, I'll go out and put it down right before the shower. I can usually, with camellias and such, not get the fertilizer on the leaves, but just in case, I don't want to put it down too far in advance. That stuff can be dusty sometimes. It's Model 3 coming up on my right. License plate reads live once. There's a black Y there, and there's also a black Y over there, and I'm late and I gotta run inside. I'm sitting at 56 miles. Let's see, we're gonna get to the school I'll be sitting at 14%. That would be fairly low at that point. I was getting ready to skip and say, when I come out of downtown, rather than try to go up here now, I could just come out, instead of coming out on 401, I could come out on 40 and stop at the 4042, the brand new one at the Smithfields. Yeah, my options right now are either Cary or North Hills. Well, I have, let's see, 12:45, 1:45, 2:15. I have an hour and a half until I have to be downtown. So I've got plenty of time to either shop, supercharge, or do both. Both of these superchargers have a Target I could browse around in. I'm just trying to decide. I decided on North Hills because it was in the direction of the school, and I remembered how easy it was to get from North Hills back over to the school. And I got lucky and decided to try going in the easier back way, and it's open again. You can get past here. It's all blocked off to the left, but it's open. And it looks like there's quite a few cars supercharging, but not full. Although one of the cars looks like it's maybe not a Tesla. I don't know. We'll see. It wasn't my best back end job ever. I had to pull forward and straighten out a couple times, but I made it. Wow, that cable's thick and heavy. It's very full, so if I'm not getting a ton of speed, I'll certainly understand why. Yeah, 71 kilowatts, that's basically nothing. I think there's only 2 other empty stalls. No, there's 3 other empty stalls, and there was no stall for me to go to where I wouldn't be sharing, since this is an older supercharger where that matters. Yeah, well, I'll take what I can get since I need some. Okay, it says 4 stalls available. There, I turned off the AC actually because I was cold, but it'll also charge a little faster. Doesn't seem to have made too much difference in this case. None of Ruby's fans are on. She's all quiet. It's not like pulling in on a 95-degree day after you've been driving a couple 100 miles when everything is all loud. Wow, if he had pulled in, and he looked like he wanted to, he's got a California plate, we would have been full, I think. There's a red a red Y just pulled in over there. And down the line, blue 3, and I do see one Model X, which is red, also charging on down the line. So I would sort of like to run into Crabtree for just a minute, and that's, I don't know, 10 minutes down the road and not far from the school. And so I'm like looking to get somewhere between 80 and 100 miles and stop and go. I just didn't feel like browsing Target today and settling for that when there's something else I'd really rather do. Alright, I am 45 minutes from needing to be at Johnny's school, and that's enough miles to get me to Crabtree, to the school, to the house for sure. And you know, I haven't picked up any speed at all the whole time I've been here. It must be everybody at this charger is just trickling along. It's you know, let's get it updated. From 150 kilowatts to 250 and see if we can't do better than this. To be clear, I really haven't been here that long, and I've just been reading Facebook on my phone, quite content, but I'm ready to go now though. Ruby says I have somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes to walk to the Lego store, buy the pack of Halloween minifigures that I can't buy online and want, get back to Ruby and leave for downtown. So, challenge accepted. I have parked near the middle of the mall, and the Lego store is near the middle of the mall. I'm in my normal space, and I should be able to handle that. I get the rest of my... I'm back in Ruby. She says I'll be downtown at 2:13 p.m. That is great timing. The Lego store was disappointing. They've already cut over to Christmas. When you get here on time, then you wait a little bit. The bus just loaded, and when the bus loads, the kids going out on the bus, it slows down the other people coming through the loop, which is understandable. But it clears really quick too. Yeah, Ruby was down to about 50 miles, and I'm going to go ahead and plug her in. Hi. Me and my helper nighttime, we're going to finish Hedwig. Put his head on. He's all done. Watch his wings move. Like I said, there's a guy out there that puts a power functions motor on it so you can motorize him, but I'm not sure, you know, how important I think that is. It cranks very nicely. I'll show you from the other side. Not sure which way. It seems to crank just one notch easier that way. It's pretty cool. Way cool. And there you have him. This is one of the kits the local Lego store sold out of. I'm going to put it together. I've got that tree over on the table that has the little ornaments on it, and I'm probably going to hang it from there. It's 132 pieces, I think. I have to say that I love the stickers for the bricks from the miniature haunted house. Very cool. So this is the inside of the bat, and all the studs are where the pretty black outer shell is going to attach. And the reason for all the color really does help them stay in the 7+ age range, so that little eyes and hands won't get confused and turned around. Is very colorized to help you not get confused. I mean, an adult could build it in all black and that'd be fine, but for some folks this would definitely be easier. Alright, easy to make and super cute. Yay, I can come see you guys and not get bit up by mosquitoes and enjoy it because it feels good out here. Don's still in there working, and it's after 5 o'clock. You know he's not happy about that. And no taekwondo tonight. Johnny's too tired, too stressed, too sad, and too behind on schoolwork. I'm sure he really needs a down night. And we're having a simple dinner. And I'm chilling now. I've been in the kitchen cooking, getting stuff prepped. So I'm just taking a couple minutes to relax before the sun sets, and it's too chilly to be out here without a jacket, which is coming, but not quite yet. What you playing with, Mart? What you playing with? Huh? What you playing? The reason some of the moss is tore up out here. Marty. Hey, bud. What you got? No, a bunch of parts came. I know I have this ones to finish the windowsill, but let's see if I have all that I need in here.